So I was going to talk to you about bonfires, and I'm still going to, but I have to point out, Mike just had a video about shame and not living life with it, or living life without it. And I actually want to disagree with him just a little bit. He doesn't know this yet. This is kind of impromptu. Um, because I think shame is actually valuable at times. I think it's powerful, and I think it's pertinent, and I think it is an educator. I think it's an opportunity to learn. I don't necessarily disagree with most of what he said. It's a great video and it's a great perspective. It's very valuable. But I think there's nuance that I want to dig into. Um, but I don't have that thought out yet, so I'm not going to get into that. I'm just making it as a note so that you or I or he can hold me accountable to it. What I'd like to talk to you about today is this little bonfire that we built for my niece. It was adorable. Mike just sort of put, he ate pizza outside and put some together, and I put a long story short, I put a bunch of leaves on top of it, and we're like, oh, to the niece, I'm like, watch, it's gonna get really big fire, it's gonna be cool, and I did, and of course, dry leaves, big flame goes everywhere, and I said, I observed something that's kind of cliche, that a bright fire or a big fire burns quickly and then smolders out, whereas a small fire, a steady fire, burns long and is stable and 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 uh, and that's very true, I guess. It's just blatantly true, generally speaking. The same goes with stars. Big stars burn out faster and die. Small stars, the smallest of stars, will last the longest by far. This is also relatively true in animals, where where instead of fire, you take heartbeats, for example, you take size. Smaller things tend to die more quickly. Larger things tend to be more enduring. Uh, and I think this is profound. I think it's valuable as a lens through which to view life. Um, because well, I guess at the end of the day, almost all my videos come back to the a comparison between patience and effort, and pushing oneself and being to for more and being content with what one has, and that's sort of the balance I think that I'm trying to find. That's the sort of internal battle I'm trying to have. It's it's trying not to be the small, tiny, stable star I've always been, but not to be a gigantic burning flame that will go out at a moment's notice, or will otherwise expend its fuel too quickly. Um, and I'm still learning that. I think I'm still trying to find that balance. I haven't found it yet. So again, no answers here. That might be a phrase I use a lot these days. But I guess I wanted to share that with you, and I hope that you find it valuable if you watch this. And Mike's getting ready to click me off, and he's right to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and say I hope you have a wonderful night. Shine bright, my little stars. God knows I'm trying to myself. Thank you, and sleep well.